Welcome back. Today we are in Las Vegas and I'm bringing you guys through a day of eating as I'm about to hit my 10-year raw food anniversary. I went to an only raw food diet September 1st, 2016, you guys, and nothing has literally changed my life more from the inside out to fixing all my health problems, making me feel my best self, making my skin glow, and transforming my outer world. It's the reason I moved to America. I run this YouTube channel, and today we're in Vegas to interview Markus and Cara, the legends from the healthy life. And I'm also interviewing Lisa and Nate, the OGs of raw food, the goats of raw food, and so many other incredible people. Today we interviewed Wally. He's 82 years young. I'll pop him on the screen. So full of life, so full of energy, and he's been raw for 26 years. So eating only real food can totally change your life like it's done mine. So let's start our day of eating. All right, what I love most about this lifestyle is it's ultra hydrating. So the fruits, the vegetables, they have just the enzymes and high water content, especially things like watermelon and coconut water. And being here in Las Vegas in the summertime, you guys, I find it so dry. I've never actually had such a hard time getting hydrated in my whole life. So I've been going crazy lately the last couple days with the coconut water. So cheers, you guys. So good. Mother Nature's electrolytes. Why do we need all this stuff with fake dyes and this and that in the stores when literally God gave us everything we need? This is so good. So I've been having coconut water when I wake up. And then I'm going to make some fresh watermelon juice. And I'm excited because all the recipes I'm making in this video are brand new. And they're some of my best recipes ever. And speaking of best recipes, I just created a brand new ebook, my all-time 25 favorite raw food recipes ever. And these include many brand new recipes. They are all my staples. So you can get that right now. And something massive is happening for 10 days only. So it's over in a few days, the plant-based bundle, where you get close to $3,000 worth of content, 96 ebooks, courses, and guides from your favorite plant-based, raw vegan, and vegan creators. And it's worth almost $3,000, you guys, and it's 50 bucks only. So once it's gone, it's gone. It's so valuable. So many recipes, so many fitness plans, just things to help you live a better life. And it'll last you years. So go grab it, support your girl, put the link down below, and let's make some watermelon juice. And I'm happy to share, you guys, I recently got blood labs back and they were all excellent. My A1C is 5.1. And I've learned a lot in health over the last few years. You know, one of the most important things I've learned is it's not only food, you know, especially if you want to regulate and have good blood sugar, healthy organs, a healthy body. Movement is so important too. So I try and walk after every single meal. I try and get 10 to 20,000 steps a day and put in about a 1-hour workout. And movement has totally transformed my life lately. So we're not stagnant creatures. We're not meant to sit around a lot. And it really just helps with your mental health and everything as well. So my A1C was 5.1, which is excellent. So I'm really happy about that. That's excellent blood sugar control. My triglycerides are perfect. My liver, my kidneys, everything. So I really feel like health is wealth. What is better than that? I'm really grateful for that. And I feel like at 43, the things I do now are an investment into my future. So I know I say this sometimes, but I'm going to say it again, that I think a lot of people plan time thinking about their retirement as far as money goes, you know, and their 401k and their real estate investments and this and that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we all want an abundant life. That's great. But we all have to think about our health. So the things we do now and the things we do in our 40s and our 50s, it's kind of like an investment or a withdrawal and where you're going to be when you're at your 60s, 70s. So that's my why for being healthy today, because I want to be really healthy when I'm in my older years. All right, look at this. Watermelon, and we still have more to juice, is one of the most yielding juices or fruits for getting juice out of it. Look at that. Mother Nature's electrolytes again, 92% water, watermelon is. And it just hydrates you even more, in my opinion, on a cellular level than water. You know, it's great. And it's high in electrolytes. It just makes you feel amazing. So I'm going to go enjoy a watermelon juice and then we'll turn on the camera next when I'm ready to make something. All right, next up is one of my all-time favorite smoothies. It's delicious. Even my husband loves it. And it's the most beautiful smoothie ever. We're going to use a beautiful blue spirulina color to just give it that pizzazz, and it looks so nice. And this is really easy and really filling. So we're going to do 1 cup of plant-based milk. I have some almond milk right here. We're going to do 1 ripe banana. We're going to do 1 scoop of raw almond butter, a good source of protein, and it'll fill you right up. We are going to do 1 teaspoon of maca powder, which is an adaptogen. And if you're feeling stressed, it'll help you feel less stressed, and it's really beneficial and it tastes great. It adds a really good flavor. Put that in. And we're going to do a couple dashes of Ceylon cinnamon, good for blood sugar. And we are going to do 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder of your choice. And we will do 1.5 teaspoons of the blue spirulina powder. This will just give it the nicest color in the world, you guys. And then I will just get 1 frozen banana to add in as well. And a little bit of ice. All right, we have the perfect smoothie. Look at that. And I like my smoothies thick. Oh my gosh, you guys, the best smoothie in the whole wide world. This is probably my all-time favorite. It is so delicious. This is magnificent. It's so good. You guys got to try it. So there's my current go-to smoothie. All right, guys, we're chilling outside. Here's my husband, Ed, if you guys haven't met him before. And I just made this budget juice recipe. So this recipe, all this juice only costs $3. If I were to buy this in, say, New York or any big juice bar, this would be like 18 bucks. So this is 1 head of romaine, 1 cucumber, half a lemon, and 4 stalks of celery. So this is really good. And my husband and I are alone on this vacation in Vegas.
Yep.
Without the kids. So this is nice, right?
Yep.
And how does it feel? I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I asked ChatGPT, what do my viewers want me to ask you? Because you guys don't see it much.
Okay.
So they said, what's the hardest, or no. What's the hardest part about being married to a raw vegan YouTuber?
Just how I can't travel as much as I want with you.
Yeah, because this is so fun, you being on this trip.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you guys have kids, you realize it's just chaos in the house when you have kids.
Right.
Right? And to have some time alone, it's nice to just like rekindle the relationship, you know, like feel connected again without being asked for something by your kids every 5 seconds.
It happens often. Yeah,
what do I do that drives you crazy?
I'll have to really think about this one.
It's okay, I'm not going to get mad. What's something people assume about me that's completely wrong?
I'm trying to think what people would assume about you.
Maybe some people assume that I'm really eating the cooked food in the kitchen when I make it for you guys.
Oh, maybe some people assume that you don't do this diet all the time or something.
Yeah.
And that's not true. You actually do the diet. And it's not, you're not just doing 80% raw. You're doing like 100% raw.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you eat anything cooked in
the
a
last
long time.
It would have been when my parents died last year, and then going through legal battles. And remember, I was really stressed.
But that's like a year.
Vegan Indian food in Chipotle.
But that's like a year ago, right?
Yeah, no, I'm dedicated because it makes me feel so good, right?
Yeah.
And how do you feel? Like, because you're having my blue smoothie, you drink the juices.
Yeah, it is actually good.
Do you think that you'd be having these things if you weren't with me? No, right?
That would probably be a beer right now. It would probably be a Peroni. I'm thinking maybe a Guinness. In this weather, I think a Peroni, you know?
But I'm proud of us because we used to drink together every single day. We would drink every single day, a bottle of wine or two, barbecue, beers.
Yeah.
And it feels better to wake up without that.
I feel a lot better not drinking beer because I was drinking maybe 1 or 2 beers a day. I feel better not drinking beer. I do.
I never thought I'd see the day.
It's just, I didn't feel terrible drinking beer, but like I feel much better not drinking. And I like how you're never like really dehydrated except when you're in Las Vegas in the summer. But other than that, like I don't ever feel dehydrated or anything, which is good.
And I never thought that we would quit daily drinking. So I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
You know? And especially as parents, when you have kids, I don't want to be like rushing to my addiction
Yeah.
and like short with them because it's like, I need my wine, get out of here. I don't want to be that kind of mom.
Part of the reason I completely stopped is just you don't have time. To enjoy a beer, you have to have like total peace and like 20 minutes, half an hour of just chilling. And that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, let me ask you a couple more questions. ChatGPT, they're bringing up 𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆. Why do you think it's built so well? We'll leave that one out.
We did a review on that.
𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆 the best.
I honestly think it's a great engineering and great design.
It's the best juicer, so that's what I used to make this. I'll put a code down below if you guys want to save $60. And did you ever think I'd still be raw vegan after 10 years?
No. I mean, it's you have to really learn how to do it properly, right? You had to go through that learning curve and it took like a few years to do it properly, right? To figure everything out.
Do you ever get like bitter or mad that I'm raw and that I don't drink anymore or eat like steaks and stuff? Do you ever feel like, wish I did?
No.
No? That's good.
No, I don't miss you walking around hunched over. Hungover.
Literally. Oh my gosh. We need to like not normalize drinking. Like the culture we grew up in, like it's just so normalized, right? And one more thing I wanted to ask you. I know when I went raw vegan, I noticed huge changes right away. Like I felt so different. Did you notice differences in me going raw versus before? No.
Well, it took a long time, right? It was a process. You were trying all different types of diets, so it was tough to track, right?
True.
And, you know, like you tried a lot of diets. I tried a lot of them with you too.
Yeah, because I had a lot of health problems after May was born.
Yeah.
And Ed was right along by my side. Like at one point, I even thought I had like major parasites, and we were like in the bathtub making a bathtub of milk because I heard that that's how it gets it. Like you were really by my side trying to help me.
I've been supportive.
Yeah. Well, cheers. Love you.
Cheers.
If we can make it work, and you're not raw vegan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so it's the afternoon. We're getting ready to go to Markus and Cara's house soon. I'm going to bring them on camera for you guys, so I'm so excited, and I'll show you guys what we're eating and ask them some questions in this video. But I want to fill up first so I have energy for filming. And even though she told me to come hungry, I need to have energy so I can perform at my best in the interviews for you guys. So here I'm going to show you guys, this is what I've been making every single day. This is my favorite summer recipe. My husband absolutely loves this as well, and my daughter loves it. And anybody, we have somebody staying at our house, she loves it. No matter what your lifestyle, you will love this. It's my ultimate veggie dip. It's an herbal summer veggie dip, and it is the most delicious veggie dip I've ever made, you guys. There's so much flavor, and it is not complicated to make. So I also like to have a side of kale chips with my veggie plate lately. So I'll show you how you make this huge stacked veggie plate and this very easy dip. And these kale chips my friend got for me here in Vegas from the Heavenly Vegan, I think. So shout out Heavenly Vegan. Those are delicious. I haven't made my own kale chips yet, but there's lots of places you can find them, Etsy or different places if you don't know how to make your own. So let's get this veggie plate going. All right, here's my secret recipe for the dip. Amazing. So 1 cup of soaked cashews. Those were soaked for 2 hours and then rinsed and strained. We're going to do the juice of 2 lemons to 1 cup of water. Usually I use about 1/2 to 2/3 a cup. And then 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of raw tahini, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1 small garlic clove, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, so we're gonna blend that, and then we're gonna do one more thing. Okay, so now for the final part of this, which is the best, we're gonna pulse in after, because you still wanna see the herbs, so you don't wanna blend fully. 2 tablespoons of fresh dill, 1 tablespoon of parsley, and 1 tablespoon of chives. Sometimes I like to use a little bit more just because I love the herbs. And then we will pulse these in. Okay, guys, here we go. Nice herbal summer dip. It's absolutely delicious and divine. Look at that. I'm so excited. So usually I enjoy a big, huge plate of this at the end of the day with my family with a side of kale chips, some olives, and then sometimes some raw crackers and sometimes some raw cashews as well. And then usually that does it for me. But if I go for a big 10,000 step evening walk, then sometimes I'll make my avocado pudding, which is one of my most popular recipes ever. Everybody in my private community absolutely loves it. It's so good. I'll pop that on the screen right now. So I'm going to go enjoy this with my husband, and then we're going to bring the camera back on at Markus and Cara's house. All right, we are at Markus and Cara's house, and Cara just made the best spring roll recipe. It was absolutely delicious. So I enjoyed that as part of my what I eat in a day with you guys. And I wanted to bring her in for some inspiration and off this video. So I wanted to ask you, say something were to happen to both of us tomorrow, you know, we're to transition to the other side. What are maybe 1, 2, or 3 pieces of health advice or wisdom or things you'd want to leave behind with everybody watching?
Something that works for me, and I swear, I think it's autophagy. It's not overeating, and it's practicing not eating. And I'm not pushing an eating disorder. I'm more pushing a reboot for the body, and a cleaning. With reboot is cleaning, and I seriously think I clean all these toxins on a regular basis out of me because I try to stop eating at 6 o'clock. I stop eating at 6 o'clock, and I don't eat until the next day, 11, 12. I look at the clock. I'm like, okay, it's 2 o'clock. And it's not that I try not to eat. It's just, I'm not hungry. I'm busy, and I try not to go too late, Of course, I'm a bodybuilder too, so I have to eat. So I have to eat. But, so if I quit eating at 6 o'clock And sometimes I am hungry. I'll do my smoothie in the morning, but I do practice autophagy 3 to 4 times a week.
It
Go
works.
through those hours without eating.
I think it's important versus if you were still eating like later, right before bed. Or,
Oh,
that's what my
God,
mom used to do. A lot of
yes.
people have the habit of like eating before bed. I don't think you'd be aging this well, right?
Well, when you're sleeping, that's when everything is, that's when the process starts. That's when the repair process, everything is starting to, just repair and clean. And if you have a full stomach, your body says, we can't repair, we can't clean. We have to digest the food. And it requires so much energy digesting your food. And now you're interrupting your sleep too. You're not getting a good quality of sleep because your body's busy digesting food. That's the worst thing to do. So that's another thing. The worst thing you could do is eat late or go to bed on a full stomach. Best thing, go to bed on an empty stomach. Practice autophagy. If you don't know what autophagy is, you need to know what autophagy is. We're in 2026. You need to know what autophagy is by now.
Good advice, Cara.
Okay.
And we all want to be like you. Look at you. And look what the raw food does. You have so much energy, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, this has been amazing. This was a great What I Eat in a Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks, Cara, for welcoming us into your home. And we did a great recipe. So stay tuned, subscribe for that. And we love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.